Rippa ready. I am my AKA Patters, Peter A. DeLuca here. I just want to get right to it. I want to get right to that drawing table. But if you can't tell, I'm Rippa ready. I'm wearing all the merch I unboxed in the previous video. And cheers, because I know you guys are getting this early in the morning on the East Coast. I know other time zones, but cheers to all you guys. We need some of that morning coffee. We have ISOM 2. We have Alpha Core 1. We have RippaZine, which I'm absolutely the most curious about. RippaZine #1 and ISOM #1. I know there's a Kane and White. I looked them up. Kane and White cover for ISOM #1. I much rather prefer that. You guys know I'm not big on alternate covers at all. I just really I think they perpetuate too much of the collector, and that's a little bit of the balance publishers have to discover. Where does the collector end? Where does the reader begin, and vice versa? I personally feel we're in an age where it's the collector first, and you know, like we had hints of this before. We have hints of this from the early 90s going into the mid 2000s, and it took a good 12-15 years to get rooted out of the comic book industry. But the idea that the collectors can come in and dictate the flow of the comic book industry and the flow of sales and the flow of the orders, it's troubling. I think we're at a point right now where it crossed, because we even get the independent guys and they do 3, 4, 5, 6 covers sometimes, and I get it. It's all associated with crowdfunding. The more you give, the more you get. I get it, but there's a side of me that only wants, and this is me. One cover, one story, one book, and that's it. I think we'll eventually cycle back to that, but I also feel like we're going to sacrifice a lot along the way. So the point I was getting at is ISOM #2. I much prefer the Kane and White cover, because I'm not crazy about this one. I'm just not. Just off of quick optics alone, I can't wait. I cannot wait, because I don't know what to expect with RippaZine. Is it like magazine or more zine? Right? Is it RippaZine or RippaZine? I have no idea. You guys know I'm new to all of these things, RippaVERSE. I don't even know how long he's been, right? Eric July, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. No clue. But guys, we're going to have a first look at that drawing table. Let's go. AKA Patters. I'm gearing up to go on a LBI vacation. So please excuse my horrid drawing desk here. Honestly guys, sometimes it's like I'm recording over here, I'm recording over there. I don't even look at what's happening, because I run over here, I fire up the camera. Coming up, we're gonna be doing Deadpool and Wolverine pizza circles. These are from the Deadpool DiGiorno's pizza. Those are going to be live, potentially live. I'll finish this Crow Aliens piece. I don't know. I thought that was a good idea. So yeah, a lot of times I don't look back at my drawing table because I just keep going. Before we get into RippaVERSE and my just basic first impression of these books, I'd like to promote other reading. Recent pickups from Peter A. DeLuca, Giorgio Armani, in his own words. I cannot wait to get into this. Notebooks of Sonny Rollins. I'm not a musician, but I'm infinitely fascinated by musicians. I thought this was, and I was reading this a little bit already. You guys can kind of tell. Got some dog ears there. But this, I've been enjoying this. I don't get all the musical references, but, I have to look a lot up when I'm reading this. But guys, we love comics, right? We love comic books. Comic books are the greatest thing ever. But let's read other things. Let's explore. Let's open our minds. So cheers to that. And guys, my AKA Patters, say hello to Crypt and say hello to Pike, our 90s table mascots, our boys ready to go. I'm going to say RippaVERSE to the end. The RippaZine RippaVERSE. Sydney Bloodruth Bloodruth, Salvage PI, 13 page by Eric July. Oh, Bart Sears. Plus previews of our first 4 RippaVERSE books. Michael Cooper, Gentleman's Tips. I have to get into ISOM 1. I think we'll go in this order. We'll do ISOM 1, Alpha Core, ISOM 2, and RippaVERSE. And AKA patterns, we have to take a note. For $5 a piece, these are I mean, look at the thickness. So for $20, you get all of this. I say that's solid. Now, I know it was a sale. The sale, right? The sale ends. I'm like a little nervous. We have the back, and we have giant hands. Should I nitpick when I look through some of this? I don't know. I don't know what to do with first impressions. I dig this right here. These 2 insert pages. In the publishing world, we will call this insert art. So it will be like inside cover insert, page 1, or title insert. So already, you guys know. I mean, it's question. Like I think I'm more of a designer. I'm more of a graphic designer than I am illustrator. This just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. We need more things happening here. The font's just too big. The font selection itself, we can just do better. Ill-advised part 1. I do like that. If that's what ISOM's first arc is called, ill-advised, I think that's great. Marcos Rios, concept artist. Eric Weathers, we know that name, right? And Gabe Talib. Gabe L. Talib. So I previously made a video about some of the 3D assets, and I think some people missed the point in that video. But if you're using 3D assets, you have to use them in a way that's undetectable, and that should be the role of the editor publisher, right? So what's he comes out, he's in prison. Is he in prison? He's at the yard here. What's these really do? Just look like, I mean, these look like you just turn up the levels and you just threw objects here. Like, what's this right here? What is that? Some nice track, I guess. But I guess he's in prison and someone gets a call. He gets a call or somewhere. Maybe he's not in prison. But he leaves, and then I guess he doesn't like one of the guys, and he throws him. Oh, he's just start like beating. Oh, and this is Yara. Okay, Yara. What's with these names? What's with ISOM, Yara? Oh, Alpha Core's in. Wow, Yara and Alpha Core are in the first few pages of ISOM. I thought ISOM was almost like a standalone. Nice coloring here. We're not getting much of a flow. Wow, it's violent. Wow, dude, he just punches this dude's guts. Is that ISOM? Right, I guess ISOM's getting rocked. And then he gets, wait, what happens? He gets thrown. And he runs into Yara, who's doing this stuff. Yara is contending with Alpha Core and faceless soldiers, or faceless guards, these guys. Okay? So, we talk about this a lot. This panel. That panel. Don't do that. Oh, this is really bad. This one's bad. So look, some of this is like, again, like first impression artwork wise, I'm not there. I'm just not. Page to page. Okay. So I will always make this point. Page to page, when we're in, for example, like when we open this book, we're kind of in one setting here, right? Like this should have a tone. right? This should have a tone. This maybe should have like a blue tone. And then if we go into the outskirts of Forest Park Valley, Shadow, let's just say Shadow Valley. We go Shadow Valley. It should go from blue to yellow, orange, right? And then when Yara shows up, maybe like we're back to blue or blue purple. So every single scene should kind of have a visual tone. When he's with, I guess these are the villains. The villains, it should kind of have a red tone. Just so that when we're flipping through, we can kind of see the waves of the story. But I don't know. Like, and then what does she do? She just like throws him onto a car. Wow, this is cool. This is cool. I talk about this. If you're going to have a periodical, and I get that crowdfunding is it's a way to pre-sell. If you have any type of periodical or publication, your intent should be to sell advertising. I don't see enough of that. I don't even see creators collaborating to move advertising back and forth. People talk about there being like a comic book collective. There really should be an advertising comic book collective. See, like this here. See how we know we're in a different scene and it's nighttime. This should be more purple though, if it's at a nightclub. So there, like I said, there's the artwork. You can make arguments on the artwork. It's serviceable to a degree. Now, it could change a little bit when you read it. Because, again, page to page, panel to panel, scene to scene, things need to blend into one another. See, like, the editor should just catch this and be like, send that back. Should kind of catch, like, some of that, too. What's Black Words Music? It's another ad. Yara will return. I like that. Respect the source material. I don't know what that means. I don't know what this means. Like, I do like... I like that... Like... I guess we have, like, another... RippaVERSE. We will win. Oh, so there's, like, a band? What is... We're not done. Okay. I do like this stuff. I like it because this is very 60s Marvel, very 60s like Stan Lee, right? I do like the self-insert there. I think from like cover, see, I like it from, well, from cover to cover, we should have something. We should have artwork here. We really should. We should have a little bit of a blurb here. Just something about the book. I don't like these layouts at all. I think some of this works. I like the kind of like the bonus, the added stuff. And yeah, the intent for this might be to read. Reading over art. And you know, we have to come to terms that that's the age of comics we're in. We're in the age of the writers kind of running the business. Club Moreau, I guess, right? So, I don't know. And then the RippaVERSE ethic. Respect the customer. Canon and continuity. Comprehensive timeline. So, my problems with... I love this. I love respect the customer. My problem with canon and continuity and comprehensive timeline is... How do you have any of this when you only have this at the time, right? This is supposed to be issue 1. So I understand we're trying to weave like a tapestry here, but does it? I don't want to say it's always necessary. Like it would be perfectly okay if ISOM was ISOM number 1, and you poured everything into issue 1, meaning. You don't know that you're going to get huge crowdfunding dollars and all these other things. That everything of the character that should be there is in issue 1. I see so many creators, they do issue 1 and they think that they're going to have an opportunity to do 10 years worth of material, and they don't. And they don't pour it all into one issue. You have to trust yourself, and if you do pour it into one issue, you have to trust yourself enough to be able to produce. And that's it. Alpha Core 2. I like this cover. This cover is glossy. This is like matte finished. Not that big of a deal. Okay, so the RippaVERSE Ethic. Okay. I think this would be better with a word from Eric July. Like, you know, again, like do the Stan Lee thing. RippaVERSE Publishing presents Alpha Core. I don't like the logo. I like the ISOM logo. I don't know what the shield is, and the A, like, is it AF? Like, is it AF? I don't know. So, Joe Bennett, guys, I mean, great looking first page. I think some of the design work for here and the coloring a little bit better. This is great. This right here. This is one hell of a looking spread. And then we have, oh, here's our Superman guy doing the Superman thing. And I guess he throws a guy in a hotel pool, right? Splish splash. This is just really well drawn. I think some of the faces, right? Some of the modeling for the faces could be a little bit better. I guess they have like some type of floating citadels, floating fortress. And here we go. Alpha Core. Everyone wears green. I don't like the faces. I think the faces need to be a little bit more comic book. The shadowing too. I mean, I haven't seen Bennett's work in quite some time, but I like this stuff here. There was a guy for Avatar books. He did a book called Black September. Whatever that artist's name, that's what these wrinkles remind me of. And go look that up. Black September from Avatar. I might be getting the title wrong. That book was insane. I don't like this at all. I don't like that at all. But like the colorist needs to make this work when you get panels like this. But so far though, this is a, I mean, I don't know, like some of these faces just stick out to me. But you can see how we can rotate the camera. Like he does good things. Like great vehicle here. Look, with the clouds in the reflection. See, like some of the coloring works here. And I guess like I have to, oh, this is cool. See, I guess like, what's it like? Look, it's like hillbilly, like lava dude. I mean, we have to say for like a first attempt, right? Like that's the curb you gotta put this on as a out of the gate, right? I mean, Alpha Core, he is getting Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett, so I think this book looks fantastic. I like these. Oh, I like the box though. The box is cool. I like that he's doing posters. I talk about this a lot, that we don't get enough posters. Oh my god. Who is our designer? Who's designing this? Who's designing this? We don't have designer credits. See, like in the back, see what I mean about the back? The back should have some of a definition with some, like, you know, additional art. So let's do ISOM number 2. Fingers crossed we get a improvement. Oh, we're back to this guy. I don't like this. Why am I seeing this every single thing, every single publication? We're cut and pasting our title page. And we're back, right? Looks the same. I mean, it's consistent, right? What is this? These guys. It's kind of funny. See, so when you go through issue 1, like you want it to be grounded in a particular way, right? Like, this, you can, I hate the term, but you can say this is grounded. It's grounded. And then he's fighting, like, I don't know, like a Sasquatch looking thing. Like, what are these guys? We got Alpha Core, we have Cowboys. This is, you know, again, this is where, like, when you really cannot illustrate, you can't rotate the camera. Like, in your mind's eye, what to do next becomes a problem. Yeah, Gooding Services. I don't know, man. This one just looks like package. What packages? They're $50. The package. Like, this is cool. I like the tone. I like the coloring. I mean, I think if you read one, you bought two, you would get a lot of the same thing. Porno face. You would get a lot of the same thing. I like her. I just like her as a character. I don't know about the mystical creatures that she's with. Is that like Lockheed from Excalibur? I don't know. Probably not. Whoa. We're riding dragons in ISOM. Why are we riding dragons? This is weird. This is just a weird pivot. Like, why are we doing this stuff? ISOM should be almost like part Crow, right? Like, he should, or like even the way the first Blade movie where it was in reality and we did it, like, you know, like the Blood God and, you know, like Ethan Frost or whatever, the Blood God and Blade. Like, he was just a guy possessed. Yeah, okay. So we got acknowledgements, ISOM 3 coming. Alpha Core preview, cool. Why is ISOM fighting Final Fantasy characters? I think that's a disconnect. This is the one we've been waiting. I guess, like, now I want this more than ever now because of Bart Sears. Like, so we're like, what is this though exactly? Oh, I like the paper quality. I hate this. Who's our designer? We don't credit our designer here? If you're going to do a credits page, credit your people. Issue 1, feature comic. Floors Park Gazette. Artist Corner. Here we go. Look. Here, let's like, here's, my God, what version of Photoshop is, why do these screen grabs look like Photoshop 2? I'm exaggerating a little bit there, everyone. Rim light. So I guess, like, it's, you know, like Savage, PI. Oh, this is the Bart Sears book. The Bart Sears, yeah, you can tell that's Bart Sears. But again, though, like, look at the storytelling. The storytelling is so much better. Like, Bart's just, you know, you can tell this is his style. He's so, I mean, his faces are so well done. So cool. Yeah, you could get yourself a Bart Sears story. This is just, I would send this back for sure. I just don't think that's enough. So it's a PI story. Interview with Chuck Dixon. I don't like the justification, any of the design work for any of this. Why is Dean Cain in here? I don't know anything about them. Oh, and here it is, Big Man Comics. So, right, so Gabe Talib, right, El Talib, he leaves, right, and now this is his thing. I don't know all of it. Why is it though? I don't understand this. Why is it when, like, you're launching a comic, and what's more important, the comic or the t-shirts? Everyone out there, you guys have to answer. Why is Dean Cain fighting a gorilla? Guys, we need editors. Editors are dead. Editors are dead. This is, Ruth. Blood Ruth. I guess that's this character. This is that Cain and White dude. that I was saying earlier. So I guess some of this is like in-universe stuff, and it's out of, you know, like it just brings you closer into the comics. Okay, so we have an ISOM preview here. I love this page quality, guys, so I like that this is staple bound. The Horseman, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of this. So Horseman just gets a thing. Where's, okay. That's confusing. Alpha Core, cool. Like, set that up. I think this looks better with this page quality. The coloring. All of this looks... Blood Wrath. See, but no... Okay, and then Yara. Right? Yara is the one I don't have. But the Yara looks good, though. Oh, I guess she makes out with the Superman guy. So, I mean... The design could be better. I think the emphasis, again, to like the back works. The emphasis on this stuff, this is just weird. Because, like, you know, we talk that continuity builds readership on this channel, but when it's different when you're a emerging company. Like, it should really be like Alpha Core separate stains on its own, ISOM separate stains on its own, like so on and so forth. But I mean, that's a good stack for 20 bucks. Oh, okay. So this retail for $7. Yeah, I think for $7, yeah, that could be there. Again, the paper quality adds some value. Oh yeah, and this is that Kanan White dude. I do like his stuff. I have only one thing. Like, I know he did like a Youngblood Volume 10 cover. That was pretty cool. But this is crazy. These retail... Wait, this retails for 28. And this one retails for 30. ISOM 2 retails for 35. This is 35 bucks. I don't know. I don't know. I thought the package with this would be 35. So what? This is $100? That's not worth it. Great for 20.